Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where we have some issues to iron out. There is no doubt about that one. So let's work on that this episode. We definitely need to have a little bit more goods over here. We are working on that. And we will just get rid of these structures over here. Now there's a lot of dead people currently waiting for transport. And let's take a look at what we've got going on with that. We can definitely cram in a crematorium over here. That should fix that problem in this area. And then over here, we could fit in a crematorium somewhere like here. And of course, we also have ourselves a few abandoned structures over here. So let's eliminate those for now. Now we also have additional dead people awaiting transport over here. So let's put in another crematorium right there. Excellent. That should do the trick there, in theory. Now, up here, we also apparently require additional crematorium capacity. We'll just slot one in here. And we will eliminate these abandoned structures. Of course, these structures are being abandoned because we don't have enough goods. We're working on that. We are working on increasing our goods production as well as our goods throughput. So we'll eliminate these abandoned structures for now. It's not surprising that this is happening at all. Okay, so there's that, and then of course we also have additional abandoned structures up here, which we will continue to eliminate. There we go. And no dead people problems over here, but there is a power issue. This power line must have gotten taken out during the thunderstorm. We'll just replace that. Excellent. Okay, so we can see here that our cargo airport is doing a bustling business, and that is fantastic. And oh, we've got additional abandoned structures going on. This is not surprising in the slightest. I am noticing that we don't appear to have a lot of cars exiting this tunnel. Which I don't necessarily... Well, now there are. Maybe it comes in waves. I suppose, as the airplanes come in, they dispatch in waves. So that would make sense. So like when this airplane comes in, it'll start sending out a wave of cars. I find it interesting that some turn this way and some turn this way and pathfind around like that. I suppose we could eliminate some of this up here. Just like that. And have this be much shorter to eliminate some of the time that it takes for the cargo to come over this way. Yeah, that's probably for the best. So we're going to continue to have some of these abandoned structures. That is to be expected. We do require additional residential, and we will continue to put that in on this hub over here. Excellent. Now the next question that I have is, why exactly are we having issues with our dead people for one? What is our crematorium capacity looking like? I mean, we've got plenty of capacity. It's just a matter of getting the vehicles there. Looks like. Yeah, that is indeed what it looks like. I'm going to put another crematorium in here. And maybe another one somewhere up here. Here looks like a reasonable spot. Okay. Now we are noticing a pretty big gridlock here. What is going on? Why is this happening? Ah. I see. This is basically ground to a halt. Okay. So, what do we want to do about that? This circle clearly requires additional throughput. This is what's causing the gridlock all the way up here. So, we could upgrade this. Could upgrade this to highway. If we did that, we would have to incrementally move everything here. And that's something we could do. So let's go ahead and work on this. I want to upgrade this section to highway. This is on-ramp. I want to upgrade this section to highway like this. This is a 4-lane highway with sound barriers, but I think that a 3-lane highway will be sufficient. Okay, so that is space already occupied, and that is this medical clinic. Now, all of these things will have to be fully relocated, right? And that's okay. We can move them down over this way. We'll need to move this elementary school as well. We'll place that in up here. We'll need to move this post office. That will go here. Actually, it can't go there. No, not the budget. It'll have to go up here. There we go. We'll need to move this police station. That'll need to go up here. And this firehouse, that'll need to go about here. Okay. Now, in theory, I think we can get this fully upgraded. Like that. Okay. So with that upgraded, let's go ahead and make sure that this area is fully zoned. Like so. And then we would need a little bit of residential over here. Yeah, about like that. Next, let's look at intersections here. What do we got going on? No traffic lights here, that's correct. Ah, this is definitely problematic. This needs to be priority. This needs to be yield here. This yields here. This yields here. Like that. Next, as far as lanes go, I think that 2 lanes for turn might be okay. We definitely want to get the pedestrians off of here. So let's forbid pedestrian crossings at every entrance here, just to make sure that we don't have any issues with that. So junction settings are here. Forbid pedestrians over here. Like so. No pedestrians allowed at these crosswalks. They'll have to go elsewhere. There we go. That should be all of them? Yes. Okay. So let's get the pedestrians out of there. And let's see if this gridlock starts to clear up a bit. It looks like it's kind of clearing up. There is some traffic moving anyway. We may have to continue to upgrade some of these other roads, which I would really, really prefer not to, if we could at all help it. But we'll see. So there's some traffic going on over here for sure. But we'll see if this ends up clearing up. You know what we could do? We could clear all traffic and then see if the problem re-manifests. Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll do that for now. And in the meantime, how are we doing on our death care over here? It looks like we are still having some issues, but I'm guessing that a large amount of the death care problems was created by the insane gridlock that was over here. I think that's what ended up spawning that. So we'll just keep an eye on this situation and see if the traffic re-manifests with this highway here. I suspect that this isn't going to be a silver bullet for fixing this. I suspect that we're going to end up needing to upgrade some of these thoroughfares, and in fact, maybe we should just go ahead and do that. So we would want the 6-lane road with decorative trees, and that would, of course, upgrade here. Now that has space already occupied. What is being blocked here? Ah, it's a metro. Okay, that's vaguely annoying, to be sure. We'll need to take these out, and then relocate this metro to be about here, and then redo these lines. Like so. And add a stop here, like that. And then for the other direction, we would need to add a stop over here, like that. And then, is this not creating a stop? Okay, something like that. And then we would want, oh, this is all the same line. That's not what we want at all. This line, we would want to move to here, in theory. Like that. And then this line has a stop there. Okay, that should do the trick. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and upgrade this road. Like so. Excellent. And this one up here is another one that we might want to consider upgrading. We do have the post office along here, so that would have to end up moving, perhaps to over here. But well, we do have an underground metro station there. It's not super ideal, if I'm honest. Let's just give this a bit and see if with this road upgraded and with the center circle upgraded, if the problem remanifests. We'll get rid of these over here. They are, of course, lacking goods. To no one's surprise. Absolutely no one's. There we go. And let's check in on our industrial situation up here. Yeah, I mean, we're now having a death care problem up here as well. What is our crematorium situation up here? Yeah, there aren't many. Let's go ahead and put one in over here, and that should help tremendously. And then another one over here. Okay, so that should solve the death care problem here. Once these hearses become in use, in theory. And we're going to continue to develop this area. We do need additional residential for people to work in it. And so we will zone some of that. Excellent. Yeah, we're going to have some abandoned structures because we have a lack of people to work over there. As to be expected. No problems whatsoever. I didn't actually mean to bulldoze that one necessarily. So far, this appears to be doing the trick. I'm not seeing any crazy amounts of congestion, although I did want to double check that this didn't become a traffic light. These should not be a traffic light. Let's not have those be traffic lights. And let's check our signage situation here. Yeah, that looks fine. Excellent. So we may end up having some congestion up here. Okay. We'll keep that in mind. Is this a traffic light? Like, that's a long stop that they're making here. They trying to turn this way? Maybe? I think so. This connection might be what's causing the issue here, because there's just not enough space for them to come up here. I'm guessing that's what's going on. In terms of signage, we don't have any. So let's go ahead and make this be the priority and this yield. Same over here. This priority, this yield. Let's see what that does. Probably not a whole lot, is my bet. But yeah, that's definitely creating a backup over here of people trying to go this way. And they're trying to get back into the circle? I'm not sure why they tried to do this. That's an odd path to take, but whatever. You can get into this lane, you know. You don't have to go into the outer lane. There are other lanes. I think that we should upgrade Charles Street and Thompson Street. I think that there's no doubt about that. So we're going to relocate that. As far as the helicopter stop goes, that will need to be relocated as well, which is going to be slightly problematic, to be sure. But we can do that. And that gives space already occupied because of this recycling center, but we can move that there temporarily.
How did we get there?
And then do that. Fantastic. So what is space already occupied over here?
Whether you have a new phone, an old phone, or just leave it on vibrate, we make sure you always hear your phone in our commercials.
I'm not sure what's blocking us here.
Saying, we hear you. So don't be silenced when opportunity calls. Pick it
Just
up.
the road
It's
connections?
Akio Mobile.
Maybe.
You're listening to City
This one can upgrade, although that did take out the footpath, which isn't super helpful. We'll need to reconstruct this footpath, I guess.
There's a window into another room where
But we can do that for now. We're definitely having an issue over here. What if we were to eliminate these sections of road?
We all want to be prepared. We all
And
want to be sure that the
just
people
run
who
this
think we're
in
kind Don't think we're jerks.
something like this. Are
That's
these
where
too close
final
together?
insurance comes in.
Is that what it is?
We provide peace of mind for when you rest in peace.
Hang on.
For
We're
a
finding
small
out.
monthly sum, you can spend your final years knowing that
Well, for one thing, I've
final
upgraded
insurance
this to the
has
wrong
everything
type.
taken care of.
There is that.
Final
It needs to be
insurance, the
this
last
type.
insurance you'll ever need.
Or no, it needs to be the one-way variant.
This is Cities Radio. I'm Elle. You know, like
You know what? We're just putting this back. We're just putting it back. I realized that I was thinking about it altogether wrong. So we're going to flip these back on around. Okay. Sorry, everybody we displaced, but we changed our mind. So it's all good. It's like nothing ever happened, right? Definitely. That's how it works. We do need to definitely think about this connection, though. And to that end, I am definitely thinking about it. I mean, we could have a 6-lane one-way road. That would give lots of room. But I think that's overkill. I think what we need is a 4-lane one-way road, but that doesn't seem to exist in the base game. So there's that. The other thing we could, of course, do is upgrade this up here to 6-lane. And that is a probably good idea. So I'm going to move this just slightly over, and we are going to get that started. So let's get this upgraded. That space already occupied there, and that is because of the underground metro station, which we will just go ahead and move to, say, over here temporarily, and then we will put this back. And we'll move this back to over here. We are going to need to take out these sections of track, and then we'll place it, I guess here will do. Excellent. And then we will, of course, run in the track. Like that, and like that. There we go. And we need to grab these lines. Got one there. Where's the other? The others, actually. I don't necessarily want this line. Where are the others? Kind of like that. Yeah, there we go. And then this line as well. Let us stop over there. See about moving one of these stops because they both went to the same location. Hang on, are they going the wrong direction? Let's eliminate those for the time being. Okay, next. We'll have this one go here, and then we'll have this one. We'll just create a stop. No, not that one. We need this one. There we go. That should be correct. Excellent. And then we will need to continue upgrading up over here, of course. So we'll upgrade there, there, and then we have another metro station here. We'll temporarily move it over here, and then we will upgrade like so. Also upgrade this, because why not? Well, I know why not, but because there's no 4-lane one-way road. That's why not. Okay, let's move this on back. We're going to need to eliminate these. No, we're going to need to eliminate these. There we go. And then place this here. And then rebuild our sections of track. Perfect. And replace our lines. So this one goes here. And then, in theory, this one would go here. Like that, I think. Maybe. Let's see about fixing this line here, hopefully. Let's see, we need the white line. I think this is connected. Okay, so this one needs to, I think, be the purple line. This is going to be interesting to get to. We definitely have some overlays here. Interesting to get to, indeed. Yikes. Yikes indeed. Well, this still has an issue, apparently. Oh, it's the purple line. That purple line is having issues. Absolutely. So, can we select that purple line from in here? Let's see, which one is it? It is one of these. This should be the secondary hub in-out transits. So it should be not this one. In-out transit 2 here. We want the secondary hub in-out transit 1, I think. Which may not actually... Ah, here it is. Okay. So we want basically only this one to show for right now. I wish there was a way to toggle only. Well, we could do this. Okay. So that's inner counterclockwise. I want secondary hub in-out transit 1. This guy. Okay. So with that, it seems to be working. It's not this one. I guess we would need to enable them one at a time, then? Until we see the one that actually isn't working? Maybe. So we'll do something like that. So which one is actually unconnected? Let's find out. In theory, it's one of these. Well, not one of these, I can tell you that, but let's see here. Wait, are they just connected now? That's all of them active. I guess they're just connected now. Okay. Well, that's exciting stuff. We, of course, are continuing to have abandoned structures in our commercial areas because we just don't have sufficient goods. We're working on it. We are working on it. We have some good production, and we can import other goods. But we're just not getting there quite quickly enough at this point. We have a little bit of traffic backup, and that is causing some of these issues, to be sure, but nowhere near all of them. What is this? Not enough fuel. Okay. I would have expected that to be fueled up via highway, but whatever, I guess. So we are definitely seeing quite a lot of issues here. We could consolidate these together into one street like this one. And that might actually be helpful here. So I'm going to take these out, including these sections. And we're going to try to consolidate this into a single street. So let's go ahead and do exactly that. I would love to bring it out just like this. We're going to have to take out these sections as well. And we will go ahead and bring it in about like... That's apparently 90 degrees, and that's 86 degrees. I want it to connect between these two, because that's where it's supposed to be, in theory. It's basically exactly between them. So, like, from here to here. So we'd want it to not snap. I want to still see these, and it's still snapping, so that isn't actually helpful for us at all. We can, however, bring it in to here, and then from there, maybe take this section out, recurve this, so take this out as well, build this with the curve tool to be like that, and then bring this in straight. Glorious. Okay, now we of course need to restore all of these roads. These are one-ways, and I probably don't want them to be one-ways at this point. So let's just bring these completely out for right now, and we'll recurve them. It should be following basically the same curve. So 90 degrees to, say, about here, and then that would connect in about there. But that isn't wanting to curve correctly. I shouldn't be surprised by this, in all honesty. I really, really shouldn't. Okay, so this one recurves reasonably nicely. So we'll do that. This one will need to be eliminated, like so. And then we'll just try recurving that. That's reasonable. This one will come in something like this, except that we need to move this elementary school. That's fine. We can definitely do that. It will need to happen anyway. This recycling center can be moved to here as well, just to make sure that that is connected up. And we will recurve this on in to be... Ooh, the elementary school needs to come up over here. Okay. That's fine. And we'll recurve this in to be something like that. This will, of course, all have to be rezoned, and we can definitely do that. Just something, boop, kind of like that, except for these areas over here, which really shouldn't be office. They should really be commercial. So we will go ahead and do that. Now, as far as this road up here goes, we will want to recurve this one as well. We'll bring that in to about here and see if that goes. Ooh, that goes nice. Okay. That'll do. Rezone this area, and there we go. Now, of course, we'll need to redo this section of roadage over here. That's okay. We should, in theory, be able to get these in relatively simply. I mean, this angle isn't exactly correct, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. We can connect that in there, and that's definitely incorrect. So I actually objectively hate that. We will curve these in. Attempt to curve them from, say, here to here, and then from here to here like that. And then this last one, the curve is going to be very interesting indeed. I think that this crematorium has to move. Otherwise, we're just not going to be able to curve it in quite the way I wanted it to go. Okay. Something along the lines of that. And then let's just go through here and change these one-ways to be bidirectional. Like this. Excellent. We'll just go all the way around here and make sure that these are changed. And it is about time to put a cut in here, so while I'm doing this, I will say that you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and let's just finish this up real quick. I am hopeful that this will at least help, even if it won't fully do the trick. It should, at the very least, alleviate some of these traffic issues. But it will take some time for some of these to recalculate their paths. So that's definitely something to consider. But changing these over is going to be very helpful for us. So we'll just get that done real quick here. However, like I said, it is time to... Ooh, I didn't mean to do that one. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will see if these traffic fixes have fixed any traffic at all. That will be absolutely fantastic to see. It may or may not. I changed the wrong one again. There we go. Perfect. So we'll just get all of these up over here. Fantastic. And all of these. Let's get these last couple ones here. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and clear the traffic one more time, and we will see if that cleans this up at all. We may need to upgrade some of these spokes as well, but we'll see for now how that ends up going. I already did the outro, so I'm just going to put the cut in here, and I will see you all next time.